Hey you guys, today I'm here to talk about NellyVille. I'm about to kind of get the subscriber's name because I don't want to, forget. But shout out to my subscriber to ask me to review this show, and it was just crazy because I had just finished watching this latest episode or whatever. Um, I don't usually watch it when it comes on, and I was just searching for something to watch, so I ended up watching this episode of NellyVille, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm like, why haven't I been reviewing this show? I have seen previous episodes, certain episodes, before, and I thought it was cool. But yeah, so wait, before I start, shout out to @BeachSkater, for asking me to review this. But it was a cool episode. It has Nelly. It has his daughter Chantel. Is that her name? Nana. I just know. I remember as Nana from being on the video. So her. I think Chantel is his girlfriend. I don't know. I get the names right as I keep watching it. But I know Nana. Then his crazy ass nephew. He's raising his nephew and his niece because y'all remember his sister passed away. And then he has his son, Trey. And, he got some other friends that be on the episode as well, or whatever. But this latest episode, it had 3 different storylines to it. It had his niece being a model. His niece thinks she wants to be a model. Her real name is Sydney. Let's talk about that. When do we get out of nicknames? Well, how old do we get out of nicknames? I understand your family calling you that or whatever, but the outside world, I don't know. And to have a nickname like Stink, I don't know. I think she has outgrown that name, you guys. I really think she has outgrown that name. But she wants to be a model or whatever, so I'm going to call her Miss Jackson because I don't want to get her name wrong. But Nelly's girlfriend, Miss Jackson, takes her to New York to be a part of Fashion Week. I like her. I don't know what the relationship was with her and Mayweather, but I like her and Nelly's relationship. And I like how she helps him with the kids or whatever, mainly like the girls, but she helps him with them and, bond with them. I like that with her. But she took her to New York Fashion Week and she wants to be a model and she know people in the modeling industry, so she booked her with booked her for New York Fashion Week, but before New York Fashion Week, she put her in 2 other smaller fashion shows just so she can get warmed up to be in New York Fashion Week. So before all of that happened, she hooked her up with some runway trainers, and Miss J has sent her this lady. I forgot her name. I don't have no notes. Bear with me. But that lady I liked her. I liked the way, she was talking to her, getting her to walk. I think she helped her a lot because the walk that she had at first was like, oh, hold on. But after that, after she talked to her and sat down and talked to her to make sure that's what she wanted or whatever, I really liked how she brought her out of her shell and taught her how to walk. So that was cool. And then she ended up breaking down after that. Thinking, I don't want to call her Stink. I think she outgrown that name. Sydney. She had broke down after that and didn't really want to do it no more. She felt it was too hard for her. So she ended up calling Nana. I told you these nicknames. But she ended up calling Nana or whatever. And I like how Nana dropped everything. She was studying for school or whatever, but she saw how her sister/cousin needed her. So she ended up going to her and, helping her and talking to her about the whole not giving up speech and stuff like that. And I thought that was really cool. Even with Miss Jackson giving her that talk and saying how she sees something in her or whatever, she wants her to keep going. So then they end up having this big fashion week little runway, and she had to do that. And at first everybody was tripping because she didn't walk out with all the models or whatever. Well, at first, let's go back. The first fashion show that we seen her do, she did really, really good. She did really, really good. She was kind of hard on herself because, like she say, it's hard for her and it's something different. A lot of times people get these jobs and not understand what the behind the scenes is like. And they thinking, oh, I can take a picture or I can do this and it's going to be simple. But she didn't understand how hard it was. But she actually did good. Even in the big New York Fashion Week, you know, like I said, that she was, they went to show her some support of being there. And when they was waiting for her to come out, they was tripping like, where is she at? So, but she ended up coming out with the designer at the end. And that's a big deal to walk out with the designer at the end. So, kudos to Sydney for doing it. She didn't know if she still wanted to do it, but then she ended up talking to Nelly, and he wasn't for that giving up stuff. So, hopefully she see this and understand that she can do it. I think she can do it. She's not an ugly girl. She's a skinny girl. So I think she can be able to do it. She just needs to believe in herself the way everybody around her believes in her. Okay, now let's move on to Trey. Trey is his 16th birthday, and he's not all into big parties like that. So, you know, he ain't into Sweet 16, and he was like, I don't want nothing to be called sweet. I fell out. I was like, oh, these kids. But Nelly wanted to give him a party anyway because he felt like he deserved it and all that kind of stuff. So he talked him into having a lock-in. And if you don't understand what a lock-in is where they go like to the skate ring or to an amusement park and they lock it down from maybe 7 to 7. They do that here. They do that in Cali. So, yeah, so I thought that was cool. I'm just hoping it's going to be some good supervision because from 7 to 7, and with girls and boys these damn days, you need more than security. You need some good-ass parents that ain't playing that. Then they were talking about playing basketball, Nelly boys against his boys. And I'm with Nelly to a certain extent. Because they were talking about playing basketball to see who was going to beat. And the little boy was like, we're going to run circles around y'all. And Nelly felt like all these young dudes always feeling like, you know what I'm saying, just because we old, then we can't do it. And I'm with that. I'm with that because, you know, my kids be feeling that same way with my dude. And then they go out there and then they come back all in there hurting and shit. So I get that part. But at the same time, come on. You didn't even get off that couch like your legs and knees was good. So I'm just saying, you better soak them in some Epsom salts before, some kind of shit before, to be running around these little kids. But I get it. You got to teach them a lesson because they think they hard. But I'm like, Nelly, you probably was doing the same thing to your OGs when you was little. Then Nelly ended up buying him his dream car because he was 16 and he passed his driver's test and all that kind of stuff. And I thought that was cool because he was so happy, so excited. I think he was more happy about that car than he was about him having a party. And that's teenagers, so that I think that's cool because, like I said, he got his license. He's doing good in school. I think he played football. So, hey, you know, and Nelly can afford the car. And it wasn't like an over-the-top car. Yeah, you know, a little horsepower in there, but it wasn't too over the top. I just hope he don't be like his cousin and Nana getting tickets because that ain't cute. But now speaking of the nephew, I can't remember his name to save my life right now. But him and his friend has this rap group. And so this time they got offered to go on Fox News and host and perform. And they didn't know about performing because the last time they went on Fox News, the sound wasn't right and stuff like that. So they just went to host. But when they went to go do the hosting little thing, oh my God, they were so, well, the nephew was so funny. But I like, he can be immature at times. He can be. And all that kind of stuff. But I like how he have dreams. I like how he just not trying to settle. He's going after what he wants. You know what I'm saying? And like the people told him, like, would have performed on The View or Good Day LA, and he was like, yeah. So you have to start somewhere. So doing your local news station, you can't be mad. I'm just saying. But I like how they did it, and this time the sound was cool, and they did a good job to them. They didn't do bad. It wasn't my type of music. Maybe I need to hear it out of just TV land, but hey, somebody like it. Some teenagers probably like it. I'm just too old for it. But like I said, they did good. They had dreams they went after. They got goals they go after. So I'm not mad. This show is really, really good because these kids are not too bad. Even though that episode where he stole Nelly's car, these kids are not off the chain. You could tell that Nelly be on their ass, in which I agree. Me and my sister was having a debate about that because she felt like Nelly ain't that damn old. He needs to stop acting like that. But like I told her, when you have been there and done that, and your kids have access to money like that, you have to be on them the way you need to be. You don't want them to be like these little Hollywood kids, all drugged out, all sex taped out, all that kind of stuff. So I understand why he is so hard on them, and you see what they're doing. I mean, his daughter is off in college, and she seems like she got a good head on her shoulders. His nephew, he don't go to school, but he doing something. He not just sitting there smoking weed and just chilling. His son plays football. His niece is going after modeling. His girlfriend seem like got a career. So I really enjoy this show, and like I said, I like it because they all was supporting each other. They all had each other back. They all was telling her not to, Sydney, not to give up. So I really enjoyed this show. If you guys watch NellyVille, tell me what you think about it. Tell me if you guys like for me to keep reviewing this. But like I said, I like it because it's not ratchet, it's not drama filled, fighting, and it's about supporting each other. So I really, really like the show. I don't too much watch BET like that, so I'm just saying, thank God for Mr. World Premiere for putting it up on his website, because I'm just saying. But yeah, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google Plus. If this is your first time watching my channel, I'm your girl, Miss Nika, but everything that I do is by The Ghetto View, THA, not THE, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.